My name is Beavis Brown. I may look like a dwarf, but I'll tower over any challenge. Well, stealing a functional AI sounds like too much computer mumbo jumbo. I can't even download a song without getting a virus, so I don't think I'd get away with that. I kept a pistol along with lots of ammo to keep my chainsaw company and to protect its sharp constructive criticism gunning style. Hence, I'll cut off any dumbass not smart enough to take the belated truth. Standing naps in lockers are essential to achieving success. It's the secret key to wealth. Just ask any nerd billionaire. After resting up, I visited the library, and no one goes here on Space Station unless they want to read some fanfiction bullshit or kill the curator. Yo!
Why hello?
Any good books?
Why yes. Have this, old chap.
Is this about Scalies?
It is.
I don't like Scalies. The book was awful, and I didn't even need to read it like an intelligent critic. Some of you people may see this man as innocent, but I lean towards the Hume side, not the furry Animal Planet team. His lizard love story triggered my fetish remover weapon that exposed his skin for scales. My chainsaw arm finished the short story known as The Librarian's Life. I then left his body lying around like a killer trying to get noticed by the media. Back at my chapel, I'd reeled in a disciple.
Hello.
Hello, my son.
I wish to confess.
What will it be? I didn't let him confess his wrongdoings. Instead, I cleansed him of his sins with a shower of bullets. Once he was dead, I dragged the forgotten, godless corpse into hiding, like a man who cares about his future and not getting arrested. That blood trail going into my office could be blamed on space carp fishing. I mean hunting. I don't know what that activity counts as, actually. Anyways, the clown seemed to be onto me. Luckily, before he could snoop too much, wormholes appeared and took him away faster than a witness protection relocation program because he saw way too much. The fucking portals of please go anywhere but space were all over the place and couldn't be avoided. I was leaving my church and I thought I saw a ghost. However, it was the first dude I killed, now alive from cloning. It seemed like he was ready to run up on me with the laser pointer and other lethal weapons he may have, but I got out the Glock and he dipped. I hid in the shadows like a goth kid that secretly camped out inside of a Hot Topic to wait for a limited edition wristband. Sadly, my pre-release was ruined by being spotted by SEC. Now I'm in maintenance with my gun drawn because of this mess. I knew the officer was coming for me, so I tried to get the drop on him. I was gonna wait for the punk to come back, but I just blew up a fuel tank instead like your typical video game action hero. In the end though, I learned once again that bullets can't beat tasers in this world. It's time to manufacture more drugs than all the crime TV shows and CIA combined. You already know we get high in this lab, like Dexter trying to write a rap song. Success in the rap game requires me to throw chairs and acts of rebellious theft like Robin Hood preventing a Nickelback concert to save the audience. Also, my shank needed to be upgraded back to my favorite blade, the Saw of Circles. I wanted to get high and see all the colors of the rainbow, like a prison guard in a watchtower. I was then feeling greedy, because I was trying to steal another saw. I wanted one for the bathroom and another one for on the go. Though, the owner of the saw saw this thievery and stopped my shenanigans. He flashed me, so of course I had to flash my fresh blade on him like a prisoner fighting off a suspect cellmate. Later on, I delivered a carpet bomb that laid shit down without incinerating people and cities. Ah, what a beautiful bar. It now looks like an Indian hookah bar for hipsters. I had some other grenades I made that needed to be tested, but I figured it could be tested within the comfort of my duffel bag. Sweet fuck, I blew myself up. Well, I guess I'll try chemistry again, without using my duffel bag as a testing facility, like dealers testing the freedom transporting drugs. The first atrocity to happen to our department was someone stole one of our chemical dispensers, and we only have 2, so come on guys. I was then experimenting with some acid, but it wasn't making me see walls melting or anything. Suddenly, my coworker exploded, and if someone told him to go break a leg, then he went above and beyond because he blew his leg right off. off. After that incident, I thought my chemist partner was done fucking with explosions, but apparently he found out a botanist stole our chem dispenser, so he decided to blow up botany like a red meat only eating American. I stepped away at first, not sure of the blast radius, but it was controlled within the department like some explosion teamwork skills. Now, chemistry and botany were at war, like some GMO scientists versus all natural farmers. Everything was going to shit as usual, no flowing gravity and shock blocking doors. Then I had to be reminded that I was in medbay because it was the first section of the station to always get obliterated. The destruction was getting close to me and I was catching fire, so I threw some potassium water grenades to try and fight off the evil explosions. I got punched into another room like prime Mike Tyson hitting some scrawny bozo. A janitor and doctor helped me back to life like a depressed person finding solace in scrubs. I might just live if Double Energy Sword Man here doesn't want to fuck with me. Maybe I can just play it safe around him. Oh, there goes my arm. Since this antagonizing piece of shit wants to disarm me permanently, I disarmed him and took his weapon that I sadly can't use one-handed. I gave the dual sword up for adoption to someone with 2 arms to use while I watch from a distance. Perhaps he'll let me take it back once I get 2 hands again. Maybe one day. I'm just far too irresponsible since I'm rocking with only 1 arm. So I'll be gone for now to live my life spaced out. Black Lick County was awarded the most humble place on the planet by unanimous vote via the Black Lick Committee itself. Black Lick is your #1 vacation spot. Come pet our mascot Greg the Redneck before he dies from liver cancer and whatever type of cancer you get from chewing tobacco. Living out in space so long turned me into a shadow person. The endless lifeless pit brought me into the shadows like the astronauts that faked the moon landing. I had to get ready in the dark like Jesus before he resurrected out the cave. During these dark times, even the security force was drinking straight from the bottle like a person who really wants to hammer out their demons. As shadow people, we killed and ate people. We were basically the Illuminati but more upfront with our appearance and business. Our biggest flaw though is that we haven't got around to figuring out how to prevent light from burning us. In the chapel, our church service included killing some albino looking motherfucker. As a gang, we banged out this mess and got rid of the flesh. The most important thing about our human bash was the teamwork involved. I searched some bird suit wearing Birdie, and when I stripped him, I saw a skin that covered his hand, so I continued by removing his mask, and once I did, I saw our next killing event. After cuffing our hunted human, we dragged the skinny pale boy through the hall and back to our diabolical lair like another conspiracy analogy about secret societies. Before the execution, a naked man spawned in like the fantasies of a shadow man who's only a shadow man due to the darkness of the closet they're hiding in. Of course I had to whoop that red-haired cracker's ass for not being true to their self like the culture vulture slayer that I am. I kept bringing the human sacrifices like a top performer in a cult because I wanted to win a keychain through the reward system. All the stressful work was getting to me though. I had a heart attack, or maybe it was a nearby explosion. I don't know. I'm not a doctor or a bomb expert. Boat bomber is a lie. If I was going out, I was going out swinging and taking this weasel with me for sure. I need a human pass to get into the shadow realm, like a guy using a girl to get into a nightclub. However, I don't think I got the light lever to the afterlife in time for me to leave the ghost purgatory state. After a ghostly loophole, I was alive again, but as an old crusty janitor for a bunch of space man babies. The clown was remodeling the bar's lounge area, which is cool I suppose. So yeah, I was bored. Which is why I stole the chef's knife like a server tired of the kitchen fucking up their orders. The chef seemed angry, but he was not able to strike me with his rolling pin like a sluggish mother.
Beavis Brown just stole my kitchen knife. Be advised, Sack.
Since he was snitching, I hid the knife in a secret location. Then, another narc was on to me. Medbay, science. He kept saying my location, I'm assuming to security. Why are you saying where we are? I asked him. Near science. Well, hey, I ain't a crime man. Go ahead. Don't shoot. I threw my backpack down like it was the last day of school, and I still got smacked around, but at least I didn't get shot. Unlike some people's tragic last day of school, they have no evidence, but here I am locked up in a jail cell. I got 2 whole minutes for doing hardly anything, like a quickie with a brand new horny acquaintance. The chef was there because they probably wanted me to get the death penalty, or maybe it was just to give a good punch to my face. As a free man, I looked back in to see the chef get a well-deserved whack. I was eager to keep trolling the chef, so I wanted to steal his precious rolly stick. I almost got away with the target, but the kitchen help and nosy lawyer came back just in time. I tried giving back the stolen utensil, but the pizza maker wanted to flatten my head. Before he was able to cover me in my own tomato sauce, I disarmed him and fought back until people began siding with him. I had to roll out, so I threw a cleaning grenade to wash my essence out of the crime scene, also to hopefully make a few people trip. Chemistry was empty as the brain of this now NPC that not playing currently player chilled and made no fuss while I created a potassium water cocktail right before his brain dead eyes. My cooked up creation was ready to explode like heating up some robust pasta sauce on the stovetop, or better yet, like explosive rage from a mini telekinetic Hulk. Oh yeah, I made some space drugs too, because you can't make it through the boredom of space without drug enhancements. Anyways, the mime was constructing a nice indoor park, which is probably a sanctuary for shitty mime stuff, like being quiet and lame Silent Boy memes. My colorful high was gone, so I was trying to steal some wood. I wanted to make a bonfire in order to attract hippies with drugs. Instead, I stepped on my own bear trap and got kicked out of the mime safe haven like a guy forcing mimes to read out loud. I was thrown out of the grassland, so I had a chemical grenade I just had to throw to ruin the environment. Then I was trying to make bombs, drugs, or bomb drugs, but instead I got interrupted by the mime seeking revenge. He knocked me through a glass table like a professional backyard wrestler and proceeded to beat my skull in until the CMO prevented the cave-in. It took me a moment, but I got back up. I then grabbed the bat, hit the mime back, and sent the mime's body accidentally into the CMO. After all this, I tried stumbling off like nothing happened. I succeeded in hiding. My locker of stealth was not exciting, so I was bored again, which is why I popped 2 high-quality space drug pills to get turned up like a daring stone idiot dangling upside down from a tall building. The colors were neat. I enjoyed learning about them like a kindergartner would. However, like most students, I overdosed on the knowledge and began dying due to too much school, which is a friendly way of saying it was probably a drug overdose. Oh great, now I have to try and blow up the station with this ragtag team of highly trained strangers. Well, I had to prepare for combat. I had plenty of ammo for all my weapons. My arsenal included an automatic shotgun, an SMG, and a pistol. I was holding more guns than I could shoot at once, so you already know I was ready. My squad could probably handle anything, and our job wasn't done until the station died or we did, like a Secret Service agent protecting a president. Only we weren't protecting anybody. We wanted to blow shit up, so I couldn't forget the C4 and mini bombs. It's not like there was a nuke or anything. The sun moon shined in the background as we arrived to the station we planned to nuke. One of our comrades took off their hard suit and did some slick maneuvers in their turtleneck, while the other agent and I were trash at moving smooth. I got a chance to look through the station faster than the AI can, though I didn't control anything or know what was going on like Trump trying to play Worms.
Oh no, how do I play?
Assassinate Trump.
I assassinated Trump.
Trump could take a bullet, I knew it.
Our power needed to be demonstrated, so my homie shot the sheriff, but didn't shoot the deputy because there wasn't one around. A third syndicate buddy popped out of what I'm assuming was disposals like we did, and he was wielding a double E-sword. His Sith Lord abilities terrified members of the crew. Security is full of power-hungry assholes, so basically a bunch of strong power bottoms, which is why I felt the need to blow up their entrance to disrupt their business. I think I did an alright job, busting the corruption wide open. The halls were riddled with chaos, since it was just the 3 of us versus everybody else. I managed to save one of my partner's lives, but then quickly had to do it again. I finished off his attacker, so I think he's in debt now like 3 life-saving favors. I still had to watch my own back because everybody was out to get us like a space purge on hard-working red suit wearing gentlemen. I planted a C4 on the captain's door. There's a slight chance the nuke disc might be in his office if he was enough of a goof. We didn't get lucky, so we kept searching the station while blasting our way through it like a detective that chooses gunslinging to fight crime. We had to murder all of these criminals because they committed the crime of living in space. Once we got through, my Crimson brothers chased an engineer through the bridge, but he got away with the AI's door bolting help. I used my last bomb to show the AI his techniques didn't mean shit, long as I had explosives, but I was now out of glorious destruction, unfortunately. I was then rushed by a herd of people, and since I focused my aim on a doctor instead of what appeared to be an armed assistant, I suffered a laser finish. I wish I got paid back for all the times I saved that guy's life. Instead, a dabbing loser took away one of my friends like new trends. Damn dirty dog.
What the fuck is this? Bacon. Ruin my pants and shoes. These are some nice shoes, dog. They're like $30.